What if the traditional 9 to 5 was never the goal at all?
Every morning, millions trade time for money, repeating the same routine without questioning it.
The system rewards presence, not performance, and calls it productivity.
Hours pass, but progress feels invisible.
Time becomes the cost we stop counting.
Work leaks into every corner of life, even before the day begins.
We accept the grind because it feels normal.
Money arrives, but freedom does not.
Days end, yet tomorrow promises the same cycle.
But what if the rules were never fixed?
One idea challenges the assumption that work must consume life. The problem isn't effort. It's where effort is wasted. Laziness becomes a badge, not a result. Activity replaces effectiveness.
The first step is stopping to question the default path.
Years pass faster than expected.
Dreams are postponed to an undefined later.
Retirement becomes the reward for endurance.
But freedom doesn't have to wait decades.
It starts by redefining what work is for.
The book introduces a different goal: results, not hours.
Time becomes something to design, not surrender.
Not all work matters equally.
A small fraction drives most outcomes.
Distraction is treated as an enemy of freedom.
Fewer inputs create clearer thinking.
No. Saying no protects time better than working harder.
Measuring life in hours begins to lose meaning.
Work shrinks when attention sharpens.
Income doesn't need complexity to grow.
Focus beats variety.
Systems replace constant effort.
Control returns to the individual.
Free time stops feeling earned and start feeling normal.
Availability is no longer automatic.
Time becomes something to spend, not escape from.
The grind weakens when its assumptions are challenged.
Freedom is measured by options, not status.
Work bends around life, not the other way around.
Geography no longer defines opportunity.
Income becomes location independent.
Life expands when borders loosen. Possessions shrink as experiences grow.
Time-rich living replaces delayed rewards.
The idea challenges how success is traditionally defined.
Systems create freedom through structure.
White space becomes intentional.
Control doesn't require doing everything yourself.
Leverage replaces personal exhaustion.
Attention stays on what truly matters.
Workdays no longer stretch endlessly. Energy shifts from survival to growth.
Life gains texture when time is available.
Evenings stop feeling rushed.
The definition of work continues to dissolve.
Fear, not workload, keeps most people stuck. The book asks a simple question. What's the real downside?
Most fears shrink when written down.
Recovery is often easier than imagined.
Decisions feel lighter when escape routes exist.
Change doesn't arrive dramatically. It arrives deliberately.
Leaving is often quieter than expected.
Work compresses into short, focused bursts.
Constraints sharpen output.
Philosophy replaces fear with experimentation.
Action beats endless planning.
Feedback guides the next move.
Progress comes from iteration.
Complexity is trimmed away.
Work fits into life's margins.
Days regain variety.
Income arrives without constant presence.
Time becomes spacious again.
The old definition of work no longer applies.
With time reclaimed, priorities come into focus.
Life becomes a series of small, reversible tests. Learning accelerates when pressure drops.
Skills replace credentials. Health stops competing with work.
Structure remains, but rigidity fades.
Commitment becomes a choice, not a trap.
Perspective grows with distance.
Retirement is no longer postponed.
The concept reframes when life is supposed to begin.
Days start without urgency.
Completion matters more than volume.
Knowledge compounds when shared.
Stability comes from systems, not sacrifice.
Curiosity replaces routine.
Progress feels personal, not performative. Reflection replaces exhaustion.
Life regains rhythm.
Rest becomes uninterrupted.
The experiment continues, day by day.
The approach isn't about escaping work, but redesigning it.
Small trials replace irreversible leaps.
Maintenance replaces constant management.
Life goes on the schedule first.
Work ends before energy does.
Relationships regain priority.
The core definition becomes clear.
Options remain open.
Life is lived now, not later.
Days begin with intention.
Less is planned, but more is lived.
Work becomes precise.
Free time is no longer a reward.
Progress feels sustainable. Life expands outside the inbox.
Work no longer follows into the night. The cycle resets on your terms.
Time becomes the true currency.
And work becomes a tool, not a life sentence.
Subscribe for Money Mindset books.